It's time for Riverbend 88.
It's also time for me to figure out where in the world my truck went. See, the issue is the Superduty was recently updated, so I switched over from the pre-release version to the release version. And when doing that, well, I lost my truck. Alright, so let's go with this bad boy and we'll see how things move along. I just gotta figure out how to get that out of the ground now. I think the easiest thing to do here is just to reset this stuff. There we go. Oh, better. That is such a cool looking setup. So what is our game plan? Well, we are going to be picking up all of these itty bitty little baby bales. And I think the idea is going to be to sell them, although I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do with them. I know I want a nice thumbnail. I know that. After that, we're going to have to readjust and assess how we are doing things and what we've got going on. Because this is episode 88. We're going through 100 as it stands. So we got a lot of stuff that, like these big rice fields up here, this humongo grass field, and then we've got these fields here. Also, we have a bunch of animals, which honestly, I'm trying to kind of bring that down a little bit. We got a bunch of pigs in there, a bunch of cows, and a bunch of those buffalo. So in addition to that, we also have multiple production chains, one of which we are still leasing, which stinks because we have way too much money. $62 million. I mean, it's the only time I'll complain about having that much money. Yeah. So then, let's get this thing into transport mode and let's see if we can start to pick up all of these itty bitty little baby bales. If you missed the last episode, that is where we made all of these little itty bitty baby bales. If I remember correctly, we had about 1,500 of them. It was like 14 something with the final numbers. I am a little bit interested to see, is this going to be alright, or do I need to put some duals on the back of this? I may need to customize the truck and put duals on the back of this, but we'll see when that time comes. Also, the reason I would want to put duals on the back of this is to make that rear axle a little bit more sturdy. Right now, it's a little bit bouncy. Also, if you're curious what I'm using, it's the Autoloading Bell Combo Trailers from Mack Trucker 921, and it is pretty darn sweet. Also, at least at the time of recording this video, the truck is out. The update for it is. However, the bed pack is still not out, at least when I'm recording this. I hope that by the time you're watching it, it is out, but we'll have to wait and see. Nonetheless, I enjoy this combo. I think it looks pretty cool. Man, I love that trailer. Look at that. It just spins around like nothing. Oh, gosh. We're at 100 bales, and we're only like 10%, 12% full. Gosh. Well, yeah, hang on. ADHD moment. I always forget this big stack of stuff right here. Let's see. We got to start the engine, turn it on, and it sells all of that for us. Nice. I always get a decent amount of cash for this, too. Never knew that stones would give you so much money, but they really do. Through that, 4,700 bucks. And we got $500 extra because of our the thingy. What's it called? Environmental score. Yeah. I also think unless something changes, I'm probably going to remove precision farming for the last 10 episodes. It's not been fun. One field down, and we got 167 bales off of that field. It's ridiculous. Now we get to come up here. I believe after this field, I think the trailer's going to be about full. Although, man, I don't know. I don't even remember how many bales this thing will hold. Is it 400, 500? I have no idea. All I know is I've gone for the auto-loading unrealistic capacity. Like 1 million liters, something like that. So we're doing cool, but there is one very big issue. My 30% performance drop. I'm at 40 FPS right now. It looks awful. 39, oh no. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't having a hard time. The more bells I pick up, slowly but surely, the worse it gets. Also, it looks like we're gonna be able to pick up about 860-ish bales, somewhere around there, which might get us through this field right here. I don't know. This is such a high stack and it's halfway. Gosh, it's gonna be so stupid. We're dropping, boys. 30. We're already in the low 30s. Come on, show me a 20. Wonder what happens if I unlock it. Not a darn thing. First person is worse. It's in the 20s. At least out here I can do a little bit better. I should be able to kind of zoom out a bit and get better FPS. Nope, that didn't work. Wonder what happens if I get out and just look up. Or maybe get away from this area. Oh yeah, look at that. 60 FPS, no problem. And then you get close. Right down to it. All right, let's see if we can crash it. Let's save the game first. Turns out that around 30 FPS, it becomes quite difficult to drive. And that makes me really feel for the console players who were playing at 30 FPS when FS25 released. This isn't fun. Good news is we're almost 69% of the way done. There it is, 69% full. This is crazy. Oh, I'm driving over the bales. Oh, it's really getting bad now. We're at 22. 22 FPS, baby. About 80% done picking up all the bells, though. Well, I say all the bells. 80% done filling this thing up. Look at it. I'm not sure what you would consider the ping when you do a multiplayer, but this is about it, man. I imagine this is what it was like trying to play in like Farming Simulator 13 or whatever, right? When multiplayer, look at it, like every bale it picks up, it glitches. It's not the trailer, it's not the truck. I mean, it is the game, but I'm not sure there's any way around it. Good news is we're now into the teens. So very low FPS. Oh, no, we're back into the 20s again. How's about that? Oh, I can't drive. Steering's impossible. I think this is gonna be it right here. Boom, 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 boom. What did I say? 860? Oh, well, look at that. Now I have 60 FPS again. I wonder what was going on with all that. This is wild. Feels like a different game now playing 60 FPS. It doesn't feel like 60 FPS. This feels like, I don't know. My monitor, it feels like it's like 45. It's weird. Weird to explain, but it feels like it's 45. It's not smooth. However, the recording seems to be pretty good. Let's give it a sail and see what kind of trouble we can get into with all of these bales. Give it a 1 and a 2 and a 3. There it is. Wow, what a, oh no. Should have known that was gonna happen, I think. What in the world? Are you kidding me? Well, I mean, we get $86,000. My goodness gracious. All right, let's give it a try. We'll see how many of these bells we can pick up. I don't know. It does look cool when it does that, doesn't it? Should be able to just swing around. Hey, gotta love a good gooseneck. All right, let's try this again. Maybe I was a little bit too ambitious with bells that tall. All right, much better. Okay, so we got a lot more to do, don't we? I think what I'm gonna do, we'll save this field for last because it is closest. I think we will go straight up to the other field, the farthest one away. We'll pick up those bells first. It's less far we have to drive with like 10 FPS. Realistically, like 20 to 30, but still. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Hey, we're good. All right, let's pick these bad boys up. We'll see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Hey, there it is. All right, so we've done pretty well. However, we have dropped FPS so low already. I don't think I can deal with this. We're already lost 60% of our FPSs. I think we've already collected enough bales, so let's go sell these, and then we'll kind of collect the rest of them. But the FPS dropping so low, it makes it quite impossible to drive. Oh, interesting. I turned it on. Watch this. I'm gonna click. What's the FPS? It just drops and then back up to 60. It's whenever I've got this active. That is weird, really weird. Oh man, all right. Let's get a little sale going here. Hopefully the bell stacks aren't too tall. And they're falling. Yep. Should have seen that one coming. At least we can load back up. Boom, done. Cool. All right, we got a couple more things to knock out, and then I think we will be all good, ready to party. Collecting on, collecting off. Interesting, for sure. All right, we'll swing down here. I guess we can pick up the rest of these bales. It's not going to be too bad. I think I can go in a straight line in 27 FPS without too much trouble. Whee! A little bit of 3, 2, 1, and done. There it is. Yeah, man. That was very fun. Interesting, but fun. Now we can sell them and be all done with it. There it is. Boop, 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 boop. I love watching them just drop like that. That looks so cool. Ah, it's awesome. One little baby bale. Hey, we are getting great resale off of the environmental score. That's awesome. Look at that. Like $2 extra per bale. It's fantastic. So now we are done with all of that. One thing I've noticed is I forgot I had a bunch of long grain rice up here, but I'm pretty sure I had a lot more than that. I do know that these trailers just recently got updated and they recommended selling the ones you had and buying new ones. Well, I think I probably had a lot more than 40,000 liters of long grain rice. However, this is what we've got now. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't even know if I'm going to do rice again. It was fine. It was fine, you know. So let's see what... Oh, boy. That's fun. I feel like there's got to be a better way. Oh, that is just going to cause trouble. Come on, bring it down. 81,000, nice. 8,500 bucks, nice. Maybe the last time we used these trailers as well. Oh, yeah. Farm sim physics. So I think maybe instead of running 2 of these, maybe we just get 1 of the big ones. What were these? The Crimpy SKS. All right, we'll sell 2 of these. There we go. I also realized that, yeah, I've definitely lost some rice at some point. The rice that we had, or at least the trailer, was a 500,000 liter capacity trailer. And it dropped down to 40,000 liter capacity. So that was a big problem. They've also adjusted these as well, which is, I mean, it's kind of cool. They adjusted the smaller one to go up to 400,000 and the larger one to go up to 600,000. So the good thing is the larger one goes higher. We could still extend everything. I'm just glad to have a nice semi-trailer with a semi-truck on here. Really is cool. And I don't know where to put this. We're kind of to the point where we have too much equipment again because there's so much stuff that I wanted. And yeah, we just put it all places. I do think that we should at least try doing wet rice once. We've done a lot of the crops. We just haven't done that yet. So we may do that. Let's see if it'll let me flood it. Should. No, not letting me do it. Still thinks that it's long grain rice, and it doesn't think that I can direct drill regular rice. So I think what we're going to have to do is probably cultivate this field, which is fine. And I think this gives us an opportunity to utilize some stuff that have come with the plains and prairies. Obviously, we've got our big 620 Versatile here. Love this thing, and we're going to keep it. However, ooh, it doesn't turn very well. I haven't used the Salford disc that came with it yet. There's very few tractors that will actually work with it, and this is one of them. So, you know, hey, while we're here, right, we may as well give it a try. It needs 600 horsepower to be able to run efficiently, which is, you know, it's a lot, and that's cool, I guess. Let's run in here. We're going to be using our GPS, drop it down, and go. Oh, and this is going to, oh man, this is going to affect my score as well. I didn't think about that. But yeah, this is going to affect my score. You're not supposed to be doing anything other than direct drilling to get the best scores possible. And I am doing the opposite of that. We will direct drill it though, because that's the only seeder that I've got up here. However, you got to do this first. Let's just double check. I just want to see. Will it let me do anything with it now? Nope, still think it's a long grain rice. I don't know how to get away with that. Do I hit reset? Hang on. Nope, no reset button. What about over here? Do we get a reset button with this? Nope. Man, that stinks. Let's have a little fun with the real speed limit mod. Let's see how fast we can get this thing up to. We got a maximum speed on the tractor of 21 miles an hour. I doubt we'll be able to hit it, but you never know. Yeah, 14, get 15 miles an hour, not bad. Can I hit 16? No, I don't think we're gonna hit 16. I think 15 is about as good as it gets, and That's not too bad. Now, if we had a Big Bud 747, yeah, I think we'd be all right. If this doesn't work, I'm not quite sure what to do at this point because I tried. All right, there we go. So let's see. Does it let me do it now? Hey, it does. Perfect, that worked. All right, let's flood the field. Get out of my fields. Shoo, Bambi, get out of here. Did you just disappear? Holy crap. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, done. All is well with the world. Let's go ahead and return this bad boy. I did lease it. You don't want me having a disc or a cultivator on my farm. This little thing's a powerful little beast. I wish we could put some wheels on it, but it is a pretty sweet tractor, yeah. I kind of missed the one from Farming Simulator 22, though. Not gonna lie. I missed that one. Wonder why we haven't seen that yet. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get this thing filled up. Yep, flood that baby. We got about 30, 40 minutes in game, something like that. Looks like water is flowing, which is great news. Oh yeah, forgot I have a Big Bud. Could have used that instead. Oops. All right, so we've picked up the bales, we have sold the bales, we have flooded the fields, and we even redid our trailer. There's still a lot to do. We need to double check our nitrogen levels, we need to check our pH levels, we need to get some more crops in the ground, maybe do something a little bit different, which would be a lot of fun, and we have a lot of animal waste going. If you have remembered, or maybe you do not remember, I am just letting the food that's in there run out. I'm letting the straw that's in there run out. Everything is going to be, holy cow, they have 777,000 liters of milk. We got to do something about that. Nonetheless, holy cow, that's so much milk. Ha, holy cow, get it? 161,000 liters of buffalo milk. Oof. Regardless, we have too much poo, too much milk apparently. There's just too much of everything. And so I'm going to be simplifying things down a little bit as we get into the final 10 episodes. We're going to be getting rid of all of the animals. We may get rid of some of the farmland that we have. I did say that I wanted to buy all the farms, but I still think that, well, number one, we would have way too much money. And number two, with precision farming, our score goes down. And I like a high score, so I'm going to leave it there. But the last 10 episodes will be getting down to a little bit more simple-ish kind of setup. So there's that. Again, probably going to remove precision farming as well. It's just not quite where I want it to be yet. Oh yeah, and there's another farm that we haven't bought this area. One day. But until then, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next one.